the high percentage Maury barn. They're at the post, and they are racing. Stumble after the start for Awesome Lawson. She is last. Weekend Fund is first, but she'll have company, and it's Mima June who's faster to the outside, and there she goes. Fleet-footed in Florence up top. Mima June at 4-5 is playing a little game called Catch Me If You Can. She's in front, but deep on the course. 2 lengths for the back. Miss Giddy Up will track the speed from second. Weekend Fun to the outside of her third. 2 lengths for the back. It's Almadrina racing towards the inside of Awesome Lawson, who broke poorly but made a big early move. And then 2 lengths for the back to Deep Dish, still 3 back to Moon Party and Mary of Soul last. Mima June, no excuses from here with a quarter to go. She's in complete control. The jock looking back for competition. He'll see that he's about a 2.5 length lead at the top of the home stretch. The quarter was drilled though, 21-4. And it's Mima June striding forward. Awesome Lawson running a big race to the outside from second. Just outside the 16th pole, Mima June shaking up. Awesome Lawson is second, late on the scene. Deep Dish, they race down to the line. Mima June from Flagfall to That's All in Florence, y'all. She's in. They're at the post. And they are racing to a perfect beginning. From between horses, Hold On To Your Tiara, Mirth and Merriment, also Quarter Flash Flashing Speed, Talk Radio fourth and about in the 4 path, and up to her outside, Addison is forwardly placed, but she's taking the worst of it there in about the 6 path as they work around the opening turn. The gray, A Real Hero, is next, just in front of Princess Nina, and then Richie's Noble Girl advancing to the outside, Complete is second last, and La Teresa is 10th in, trailing 23-3 the time for the opening quarter. Up the backside they go, and it's Mirth and Merriment showing the way with Gabe Lagunas, and she's up top and opened up by about 5 lengths on Addison, who's on the outside of Hold On To Your Tiara, second and third. In between horses, Quarter Flash perfectly placed from fourth. On the outside, Talk Radio is next. Now Princess Nina is keen to go on. She's tugging hard against the jock to the outside of A Real Hero. Then it is Richie's Noble Girl. She's wide. Still 4 back to Complete and La Teresa. 23-3, 47 seconds of time for the half mile. And Mirth and Merriment, the class droppers, showing the way for the press. But here comes Talk Radio with a 3-wide blitz from between horses. Quarter Flash, Hold On To Your Tiara, still fighting from fourth. Now from between horses, Princess Nina, she's going to switch off covered up by Richie's Noble Girl, top of the home stretch. Mirth and Merriment is still there. Mirth and Merriment still finding, but she's shortening stride with a furlong to go. Quarter Flash lunging up the inside. Princess Nina down the stand side. Mirth and Merriment still fighting. Here comes Princess Nina over the top, late on the scene. La Teresa, they're inside the final 16th. Princess Nina is rambling home for Adam Gertison. Princess Nina by better than a length. Mirth and Merriment was second. Then it was either La Teresa, Richie's Noble Girl, or Talk Radio for the Miners. 138-3. Princess Nina, a first off the claim win here for Adam. At the post. And they are off on this 1.25-mile journey. Vintage Year had an alert beginning. Flute Master also forwardly placed. And up from between horses, I'm a Modest Man as they run down the stretch for the first time. Then up to the outside, Foreign Relations is a close-up third. Tucking in behind horses as they race by us for the first time is Tricolor. So up top, it's Flute Master will dictate terms just barely to Vintage Year. To the outside, Foreign Relations is third. Tricolor is fourth as they work in the opening turn. I'm a Modest Man is next, and it's Manchester and Cater, and Miracle on Ice is last of them all. A field of 9 covered by about 10 lengths as they have just outside 6.5 furlongs to go. And up top, showing the way, it's Vintage Year at 9-5 odds. Towing along, Flute Master from second. Tricolor is within striking range. Down on the inside, I'm a Modest Man as the quarter up on the board in 25 and 2, half mile 51-1. So on the run down the back stretch, no twist in the plot. Vintage Year at 9-5, still showing the way 3 parts of a length. Still tracking from second, Flute Master. Up on the outside as they head up the backside, it's Foreign Relations from third. Down the inside, I'm a Modest Man is fourth. Just about a half mile to go here. Then 2 lengths back. Tricolor is in between horses. Now Miracle on Ice from the backfield is the first one to go with 3 furlongs to go. And up top, after 3 quarters, 116-3. Vintage Year still still paving the path. Vintage Year shows the way by a link now. Foreign Relations is cut loose to the outside. Cater from third. Miracle on Ice continuing to catch the eye. He's in about the four path from fourth. Tricolor in the orange silks is underway. The gray Ama Modest Man to the top of the home stretch. 3/16 left to go, and they turn on down for the money. From the outside, Foreign Relations still fighting on. Vintage Year, one final Florence furlong to go, and Miracle on Ice to the outside. 1/16 left. Foreign Relations to the inside. Vintage Year to the outside. Miracle on Ice. Foreign Relations is shaken up, and Foreign Relations is going to break the maiden by a length. Miracle on Ice was second. Vintage Year was third. Then it was Cater in the running time for the mile and a quarter. 2:05 and 3. And they are racing, always laughing. Out to set the tempo. First Hill is away in good order, and up to the outside, the gray Gracie Mansion. These three lead the charge to the first turn. From between horses, Miss Goodbar fourth, Pat's Palace to the inside fifth. Now here's the plan. Is taken back in hand from six, covered up by It Factor, who's advancing, as is Pigal, up to the outside of Old Pollyanna, and Satis is at the back of the pack. That's the 10 of them as they work around the turn. 6 furlongs to go, and they straighten up for the backstretch run. First Hill allowed to dictate the terms 3 parts of the length. The quarter not all that quick, 24 seconds. As always, laughing in hand from second, covered up by Gracie Mansion in third. Pat's Palace is fourth. In between horses, Miss Goodbar still racing fifth. It Factor to the outside. Now here's the plan is next. Pagala is about a length in front of Old Pollyanna, and Satis is last of them all. They continue to run down the backstretch. They pass the first half mile, 48 and 1. So First Hill allowed to Free Will on the front end, a length and a half to Gracie Mansion. It Factor is cut loose to the outside, always laughing up the fence. From the backfield, Pagali is underway now. Old Pollyanna catching the eye to the outside of her, and here she comes up and after the pace hitter who's still there. First Hill has quickened up by about 2.5 lengths and comes to the top of the lane, and First Hill is going to be tough from here. Up to the outside, Pagali way out wide. Old Pollyanna, they're in the stretch run, and First Hill still fighting up top, always laughing to the inside, and the class-dropping daughter of Blame Pagala is bearing down to the outside. Whip is out on First Hill, but she just got passed by Pagali, who is drawing it away to win, and is going to win by 3 parts of the length on the drop in class. First Hill was second, always laughing third, and the running time was 1:38 and 3. Field of 5 to go a mile to start the late pick 3. They are at the post, and they are racing. Flashy Gem out to set the lead. Tiki Bar flashing speed. Chiquita Mosca broke sharp but is taken in hand back into third. Gonna Cut It is fourth and way out wide for a field of 5, and Tango Zulu is last and on the fence. They work around the opening turn, 6.5 furlongs to go, and Flashy Gem, the daughter of Bolt Duro, with her ears up, allowed to dictate the terms. They're not going very quick at all here as she backs the pace up a length and a half in front of Tiki Bar as they work around the opening turn. Couple lengths for the back to Gonna Cut It is third and still racing deep on the course. Chiquita Mosca to the inside from fourth, about 3.5 off the pace, and Tango Zulu is fifth and trailing. Up the backside they go, and it is Flashy Gem still up top, well in hand by a length. Gonna Cut It with an early move up the backside up into second. Tiki Bar is third. Now Tango Zulu's off the fence. She's up into fourth, about 2.5 lengths off the pace setter, and Chiquita Mosca has 5 lengths to make up to get to Flashy Gem, who's been unopposed thus far up top. She's still up top. Her ears are just going back and forth, waiting for Chris to say, let me go, as Tiki Bar is back into second. Gonna Cut It is getting out in the far turn run. Meanwhile, Tango Zulu splitting horses and Chiquita Mosca up the fence. Top of the home stretch, and Flashy Gem in synthetic debut comes to the furlong grounds, and she's roused to a 6-length lead, and she's ever widening. It is Flashy Gem in a dominant display here. Flashy Gem, much the best. Landeros goes in victory pose late. She won by about 5 in the end. Tiki Bar was second, then a margin of maybe 8 or 9 lengths back to Tango Zulu, and Chiquita Mosca was fourth. The running time gate to wire 1:36 and 3. And they are racing. Polka Polenta, Commander's Palace, and Idiomatic sending on out for the early lead. Then it's Kimberly's Dream, King's Legacy, and Texas Magic. That's the front six on the run the first turn. Maybe Later has worked her way over to the fence. She's shaded by Georgetown Road. In four deep is Tell Her to Sing, and Treasure of War is 10th and trailing. Polka Polenta out to set the Florence Fractions by 3 parts of a length. Idiomatic, the daughter of Curl, and the favorite, right to her hip there from second. Commander's Palace is third and 2.5 off the lead, still 2 back to King's Legacy from fourth. Kimberly Dream and Perry Utes is fifth, just about a length in front of Georgetown Road. Texas Magic is to her outside as they head up the backside. The quarter was 23 and 3. Then we trail back to Maybe Later and Treasure of War. Half mile, 46 and 1. Polka Polenta, the daughter of Fort Larned, setting the tempo by 2. Idiomatic is second, stalking her, and then about 4 lengths for the back to Commander's Palace, and up the inside, King's Legacy. Texas Magic is on the move. Kimberly Dream parked out wide. Then it is Georgetown Road. It's Polka Polenta up top, unopposed, and she's looking strong from here. 2.5 lengths to Idiomatic is under a heavy drive to the top at home stretch, and Polka Polenta is with the lead by 2.5 lengths with a furlong to go. Idiomatic is fully hard-pressed to come and get her. A margin of 6 back to Texas Magic, and Maybe Later. It's Polka Polenta. She's in front. Wearing her down is Idiomatic. Idiomatic coming after Polka Polenta. Here's Idiomatic up in time. Idiomatic at 4-5 is going to pick up her third synthetic victory in 1:36 and 2. And they are racing. Sunshine topped at the start, but she recovered as they barrel up the backside. East of India from between horses. Also Lucky Lauren right there as Funky Music is 3 deep. In behind them, the quartet of Day in the Country, Tappan Sam, My Boy Blue, and Gotsacker. Scent Shines is in behind a wall of horses covered up by red mules, so a couple back to Chief How Come. And at the back of the pack, it's Valley Vista. East of India leads them in the far turn run. Funky Music up to the outside as Lucky Lauren sandwiched in between horses. Day in the Country is in behind the speed there from fourth. Gotsacker upset-minded at a big number now. My Boy Blue, the gray is being called upon, is up into third as Funky Music takes control with a quarter to go. And Funky Music up and after the lead as they turn on down for the money. And it's Funky Music sweeping up and opening up by 3. My Boy Blue is full bore. He's on the wrong lead, but coming at him inside the final furlong. Funky Music is clear by a length and a half. My Boy Blue up into second. East of India back into third. Down to the wire, Funky Music. Funky Music wins. Late charge from My Boy Blue to be second. Then it was East of India third. And a 3-horse photo for fourth, 105 and 4.